Hi, everybody. This is Elgin Subway Surfer Bowling, your creative caricature marketing consultant. And today I want to share with you something that you can do as a professional caricature artist or artist, period, to elevate your visibility in your own community as a professional artist and, in the long run, get you more work. Here's what it is. Let me tell you at the outset that this is going to cost you something. Okay, think of it not as a cost, as far as a monetary cost or a loss. Think of it as an investment in your career. A lot of times, artists mistakenly, is it a mistake? No, it's true. It really is true. Artists are thought of as self-absorbed jerks who just want to sell their own pictures and get money out of the public. I know that's not true for most artists. It's not true of me, and I'm sure it's not true of most of you. But the reality is that is the perception by the general public. And so what we have to do as professional artists is change that perception. And now the good thing about it is what I'm about to tell you next is since a lot of artists are not doing it, what I'm going to tell you next, this is going to make you stand out. One day I did a an event at a elementary school. It was very lucrative. It was very satisfying, drawing the kids, and the way I paid for it was not in a way that was of any stress, to the school board. I can tell you about that in an email if you send me an email, cartoons for you too at AOL.com. But I digress. When I left the school, I was reflecting on the fact that there were a lot of talented young artists there, and they kind of reminded me of myself. And I thought to myself, gee whiz, I sure wish when I was a kid, a professional artist like me would have come there and, allowed me somehow to continue my own art education. And then the idea came to me in a flash. It's something that's everybody else does, but artists never think about. How about this? How about if you, that means you, and maybe you and you, put together an art scholarship at a school? Okay? What's good about setting up an art scholarship is that it can be for any amount. Let's say, just to be modest, $100, depending on your budget. Let's say $100 or even $50. Let's say you have I'll use myself as an example, the Elgin Subway Surfer Bowling Caricature Scholarship, and I make out the criteria for the scholarship. This is for students, who exhibit outstanding ability in art. You work closely with the art teacher to find out who the best art student is in the graduating class. The money, like I said, it comes out of your own pocket. But the $100 or the $50 or whatever you're going to donate, is to further their art education. Now, in order to ensure that it's for their art education, what you do is this. You might use that money to buy a gift certificate at a particular art store. I like Utrick Art Supply here in New York. I don't know what it might be in your town. You can, buy a gift certificate to, whatever store you'd like to purchase a certain amount of art supplies. That can be in the form of a scholarship. That can be something that you can do tangibly every year and partner with that particular school to do that. Here's how that increases your visibility in the long run. Number one, I will guarantee you not many artists will be doing that. Number two, it's a selfless kind of thing. People will realize that you are putting up your own money to do something genuine. And number three, and trust me on this, other interested people are going to become interested in you. And in that case, when that happens, and it will, people are going to be approaching you to do other paid venues for them, all for an investment of $50 to $100. And the most important thing, number four, is that you will actually be paying or contributing to the development of a young artist who possibly can become your paying student in the long run. I'm telling you, it's a win-win kind of situation. It will definitely elevate your status as a professional, in the community, and it's something doable that you can do personally. Like I said, I gave modest amounts of $100 or $50. You can set up the scholarship with any criteria that you want. You can even become some kind of a judge where you sit on some kind of a panel that you make up to kind of judge who gets the scholarship, and that gives you an inroad into that school or into that organization. I guarantee you, if you use this idea, it's going to pay off in the long run. Now, that's a free tip. I've got hundreds of them. But if you want to find out what those are, you're going to have to sign up for my correspondence course, which you can find out more at Cartoons for You Too at AOL.com. That's cartoons, the number 4, the letter U, the number 2 at AOL.com. This is Elgin Subway Surfer Bowling, your creative caricature marketing consultant.